Hey everybody, off the top rope here, off the Mike Sports Network. So I've been seeing a lot of social media posts and a lot of these trolls, these AEW incels and idiots and morons and marks, like saying, "Oh, Revolution's going to be better than WrestleMania." And what are we even talking about here? What are we talking about? Revolution's in 2 weeks. Revolution's in 2 weeks in Los Angeles, here in my backyard. Um, what are we talking about here? The show is going to be main evented by 50-year-old Adam Copeland, who I love to death, against Jon Moxley, a guy who I like a lot too, but I hate this character gimmick that he's in. That's your main event. The best match on this show is MJF Hangman Adam Page. Then you've got Mercedes Moné defending the TBS title against Momo Watanabe. God bless Momo Watanabe. Nobody gives a shit about that match. We know Mercedes is winning. Tony Storm is going to face Mariah May in a Hollywood ending or Hollywood finish. I don't know what exactly it's called. And then, like I said, I'm not even looking at the card. That's off the top of my head of what is going on at this show. And, Chris Jericho retained Ring of Honor Championship. Maybe he faces Bandito. I really hope to God that I didn't speak that into existence. If you're one of these people who's trying to convince yourself that Revolution is going to be a better show than WrestleMania, just because WWE has had some weird shows, and I was critical of what happened with The Rock, but I'm more optimistic the more I get away from what happened on SmackDown that this is going to turn out okay. And you've got John Cena in his, last WrestleMania match. You're going to have CM Punk actually wrestling this year, health permitting. You're going to have Jey Uso presumably getting his crowning moment. If you're one of these idiots who thinks that Revolution is going to be better than WrestleMania, God bless you. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're a mark. Because I'll say this, and I'm getting into conversations with people on the internet. You can follow me at Off the Mic 28. This is the big problem that I have with AEW and I have with, Revolution as a whole. That main event. To me, as a wrestling fan, what makes a show really stand out is the main event, because that's the lasting image of your show. And it's the last chance that you have to make a statement. And to me, the way AEW is going to go off the air at Revolution, there is a no-win situation here. Zero-win situation. Because there are 3 possible things that could happen at Revolution 2 weeks from Sunday. Number 1 is Jon Moxley retains and the Death Riders continue their reign of terror, which we all don't want. Option number 2 is Adam Copeland at 50 years old wins a world heavyweight title. And I love Edge Adam Copeland. But for me, I do not think a 50-year-old man should be holding a world championship, even if Adam Copeland, Edge, Cope, is as good as he still is at this advanced age. He is still really, really good at what he does. But I'm sorry, a 50-year-old man should not be holding a world championship in the year of our Lord 2025, which leads me into option C or 3, depending on how you're counting in this, and that is somebody wins this match, whether it be Cope or it be Jon Moxley, and then Christian comes out, and presumably it would be if Cope won. Christian comes in, cashes in his contract that he won back in August in that goofy casino gauntlet match that he still hasn't utilized. And to me, that is about the worst possible option that you could have. And I am a big proponent of Christian, and I really think that Christian has been criminally underutilized, but it has gotten to a point with this patriarchy thing that I just don't care anymore. And him being the world champion does not do you any good either. So you're in a no-win situation in that main event. No win whatsoever. No matter what you do, it is a bad decision. And to me, that represents the entire issue of why I think Revolution, outside of, Hangman and MJF, I really don't care about this show. And that's a shame. Because I love when wrestling gets, to come into my backyard in Los Angeles, which is a great wrestling market, and gets to go to Crypto.com Arena, which is a great building where the Lakers play and where the Clippers used to play, where WrestleMania weekend was just a couple years ago. Um, and this is going to be AEW's first show in that building because they've done a lot of their LA shows from the Forum in Inglewood. But now that's changed because WWE is now doing stuff at the Intuit Dome where the Clippers played their new building. But to me, outside of, outside of that MJF Hangman match, there is not a whole hell of a lot to be excited about for Revolution. And some fans will come at me and say, well, there's a lot of decent wrestling. It's like, yeah, cool. Will Ospreay, Kyle Fletcher, seen that before. What? They're in a steel cage? Cool. Kenny Omega, Takeshita? I've seen that before. Kenny Omega's going to probably win the International Championship and finally get his win back. Great. Mercedes Moné. I love Mercedes. This gimmick has not gotten over. It's a belt collector gimmick. It is sucking the life out of this women's division. Toni Storm and Mariah May probably will be good. But all of this stuff is a bunch of retread shit. And then you've got two WWE guys in the main event of this show where no matter what the result is of your main event, it is not going to be good. Because either Jon Moxley retains, Adam Copeland wins, or Christian is your world heavyweight champion. So two of these options, you have a 50-year-old man holding your world title. And then the option outside of that is one of the worst modern world heavyweight title reigns in any professional wrestling promotion continues. How is that good? So, hey, if you're mad about this whole corporate champion thing with Cody Rhodes, at least that's better than what you're getting in AEW. And I hope to God that Hangman and MJF freaking kill it, and Hangman Adam Page is on a trajectory to be the world heavyweight champion. Because to me, he is the only thing that can, honest to God, save this Death Rider storyline. I was just reminded today that Darby Allin is still in the picture. Love Darby Allin. He ain't world championship material. It's got to be Hangman. And I'm really worried no matter where this goes, it's not going to be good. And I'm not optimistic. So if you're one of these people who's trying to convince yourself that WrestleMania is going to be worse than Revolution, shut up. WrestleMania is in 2 months. Revolution's in 2 weeks. And they're throwing together a card out of thin air. Respectfully, if you're on the side of AEW, shut the fuck up. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.